We talked about social media. You're quite good with social media. Would you agree?
No.
No? You're okay. And you don't feel that there's any reason to do social media, or no, tell me. You tell me. You've told me you didn't think social media mattered to voiceover. Is that right? Or it doesn't get you work?
I think that there's a limited application of social media in the voiceover business. There's all kinds of anecdotal stories out there about people who got this great job off of Craigslist or off of LinkedIn. And you know what? On a one-off basis, you probably could get a job off of Craigslist or off of LinkedIn. I just don't think from a big picture standpoint that spending time on social media is a efficient way of business development. I think that all you do is end up talking to a lot of other voice actors, which is fine, because I think that community is great and our jobs tend to be lonely jobs because we're sitting all alone in our little booths talking to ourselves. But I don't find that spending a lot of time on Twitter or LinkedIn is going to be particularly helpful, because I don't think our clients are looking for us there.
Well, I don't think you're going to get a job out of it. You know what I mean? I don't think, but you could. Here's the only place I think you possibly could get a job, and it's not even LinkedIn, okay, of all the platforms. And this is just me talking. I reserve the right to not know anything about this subject, just my armchair quarterback viewpoint of it. But Twitter, you have the opportunity to connect with producers, with casting directors, with creatives, where you're actually, kind of, just in terms of interests, social interests. So you can actually, and so when it's about the subject that you're working in and that they're working in, they're obviously interested in their work and their aesthetic. And it might be about, I don't know, museums or something like that. And there's a couple of casting directors that always put up these funny little quips and stuff like that, or they'll put things up about, tips as an actor and that sort of thing, or tips as a talent, and want to do this is a great way to go, and don't do this, and things like that. And you'll see that type of work up there, and I think that's kind of cool, because then you get an idea of what producers and casting directors need and want from you as a talent. So I think that's quite good. And but it doesn't mean you necessarily have to find community there in any other way except on a social basis. What's nice about it, especially if you're, a new talent, and just coming into the industry, there's pearls in the stuff that they're saying and the things that they're imparting, online. So following guys like that, or following really, there's some great directors and stuff like that too. And they have a lot to impart as far as direction, and what you're trying to accomplish, and constantly filling your imagination with great content that is continually feeding your aesthetic. I think these are key things. It's really about culture. This is what at Second City, one of the key elements of improv was reference base, right? And it's constantly filling your reference base. What are you referring to? Do you understand the reference? You can't play it if you're completely foreign to the reference. What we get in social media too is a collective culture, and of interests, and that's why it is an important element, I think.